by the Goliath escort, Bill.
Mm-hmm. So, we spent a few days in prison, and then we started episode 1 with you guys being led outside and led to your sentencing. And
yeah, we received our assignment on a rolled parchment with the seal of the Runesayers on it, containing our list of objectives. The first was to find the Fey Enclave in the Arborealis Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
Arborealis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second was to secure a meeting on behalf of the Runesayers with the Dino Riders in the Cryodont?
Cynodont.
Huh?
Cynodont.
Cynodont.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Cynodont.
Yeah.
I am.
You're good.
I may be slightly dyslexic.
Dinosaur names are fun.
Cynodont Forest.
The dinosaur names are fun. Furry mammal.
I read Crino.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking cold. The third is to find and report back the location of a dwarven outpost in the Branded Forest to the Runesayers and await instructions from there. And then the fourth is to find the source of the Hollow-Find weaponry in the
Cardosian? Yeah.
Cardosian Desert. And we have 15 years to complete this assignment and report back. Otherwise, we don't know what'll happen, but it will not be good for us.
Yeah.
And would you like to continue on for what happened after we received our assignment?
Yep.
You want a popcorn?
After we received our assignment, you guys got. Sorry, I had to walk away for a minute because the dog was getting into shit back there. So you got all the way to where Sebastian opened the assignment and read it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Friedrich and Bill gives us advice about the assignment before leaving for their own personal barracks. Lepidoptera retrieves our gear for us. Asks us if we are ready to leave to teleport us out of the city and into the forest towards a cabin or orchard type area. Valrock discerns. Oh, hold on. So, pretty sure we did take it. We got our gear, we had everything, and then we let Lepidoptera teleport us there.
Yes, you decided to take the teleportation and the card that it was tied to.
Yeah, what was the card? What was the card?
The card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the throne card. It is I'm modifying it slightly. So, it's not as written, the throne, but it is the throne from Deck of Many Things. It's modified to a point, and they'll figure out where it's modified to later.
Okay. Fowl discerns the growth is unnatural that is around the forest. There's some kind of growth that is like everywhere. Balrock discerns that it's unnatural, and for some reason the forest is completely silent, or at least seems silent. Lepidoptera tells us what the card, or that the card that we were given does not come free. And then she takes off. Tremok?
Yep.
Tells us we are somewhere in the Borealis Forest, northwestish. And then Sebastian decided to send up some spectral birds to give us a little bit of survey of the area, which ended up sensing a creature that we didn't quite like. We just knew it was there. We didn't know really what it was at first.
Mhm.
Sebastian then
And we
uses
can
animals.
discern now that it is not of this world.
Yes.
Right.
You guys
After
learned it
you
wasn't of this
casted
world.
Speak with animals and
Yeah.
couldn't talk to it.
Yeah. It screamed at me.
It was tall with 4 arms, many legs. It ran away, staying hidden pretty shittily. Like
I
we
mean,
seen
you
it
guys are
while it was
pretty
trying to
fucking
hide.
perceptive, so you
Yeah.
guys rolled hot. It
Um,
did not.
but yeah, it was trying to
Was it 2
hide
legs,
from us.
6 or
2 letters,
6 arms?
6 arms, yeah.
4
And it
arms.
had
3
two
arms,
wasn't 4 arms?
two large standing legs, but its whole body had small, like, caterpillar centipede-esque legs on it as well. So, like, its whole center was
Okay,
like, it
I
looks
didn't
like
catch
a
that part.
centipede, but it's got 6 arms and 2 legs. It's like a, it looks disturbing. I'll pull a picture of it up.
Yeah, I did not catch that part of the description. That it. I was picturing 6 arms, 2 legs, 9 feet tall,
All right.
Yeah.
and then like a mind
take on
flayer,
the-
like thin, like scrawny body.
Take it on from
With,
there.
like-
These 2 dogs want to go upstairs with the kids, so I'm gonna take them up real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we did combat with the beast. And felled it. After the combat, it disintegrated into just a mass of ooze. Would that be a good way to describe it? Or just like
Yeah, it was like an oozy like it was like a goo almost, and it kind of just faded out. Like it sank in and kind of absorbed quickly, it seemed like.
oh, yeah. And then from there, we continued on the path. I set a pitfall trap behind us and covered it up. And we found a round cabin or
Roundhouse, yeah. Like a hut.
Round house and a round hut in the woods. I detected it did have an arcane presence to it. And Falrock is a young, dumb, headstrong little asshole and just walked right in, alarm, with no regard for the arcane presence at all.
No.
And that's where the session ended.
If you look at the Foundry, I'm just updating the size of it there for you, but that is what it looks like. We go here.
Is there a way I can pull up the Foundry? Or
I tried. You're probably just gonna have to
through
look
your
at the stream. Is the best way to do it for now, because it won't do otherwise, unfortunately.
Yeah, because was that what that was what you were trying with the
Yeah, until I can reset the
IP.
Yeah, that
like
you know that.
things.
That's what you fought.
Okay. Yeah, which homepage?
Yeah. That's what
Where
you
are you
fought in
What a
the.
cutie.
Yeah, he's adorable,
We
isn't he?
finished the recap.
Yeah, we just finished
You
it.
finished the recap? Okay.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
is
perfect.
not what I expected the head to look like.
Yeah. It's
head?
also.
The chin is much more pointed.
Yeah. He's a big pointy boy. But you can actually be deleted. He's not there. Not for this scene, he's not. Alright. But
yeah,
Alrighty.
he was just being shown so I could see what he looked like.
Get a visual of it. Which, ooh, that means I can
Did you
pull
say
other
in the
signs, too.
recap about me trying to get into the door, or are we doing what you said and going back a little bit?
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys the option. Do you open the door, or do you stop him before he does?
I will let that be Falrock's decision. Will he allow me to stop him before he does? I'm not gonna go against what his character was intending to do. Also,
I'll
Kelly,
do
would
this.
you
I'll
be
do
able
this.
to take your Spotify image and move it to like the top left of your screen?
Yeah, I was going to do that earlier. Let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Yeah, when that pops up, it pretty much completely
blocks
covers your face cam and.
Yeah.
All right, Ginger. Let me try and give you a clue, and I'll let you convince, because Falrock really wants to do the opposite of what you want him to do, kind of, right? But so like you pulling him back kind of like makes him want to just go through the door. So I'm gonna give you an idea, okay? An idea. Maybe convince him of his sneakiness, and maybe remind him that there might be other options. Like,
I don't know this guy.
I know you don't.
We just met.
That's why.
I don't have any way
you don't have to do anything.
Know how to interact with him.
Because as it stands right now, he is roughly 5 feet from, putting it right now, as he is 5 feet from the door, approaching it, about to open the door. You're in the middle of a wood area that you know nothing about, other than that there was a weird creature out here. I'm going to set the scene a little bit here. He is 5 feet from this door. He's about to open it. Are you stopping him? I'm going to go ahead and just make this a... You can reach out and grab him. If you don't, he is going to open this door. Kind of deal. If you want to do that, you can. Otherwise, he is going to open this door. And the consequences are as they go.
How would you deal with a small, young, stubborn teammate if you were Sebastian?
That's the problem. I'm trying to figure out how to.
I mean, Tremok knows how he would handle this, but he is currently not near the fucking front door. He is back looking at that star spawn where it was slain at. He's not paying attention to what's going on over there by you guys right now.
Well, that's where I was before the retcon.
Yeah. So we're both over there looking at where he's like heading to this door. So like...
Yeah, I was back there with Tremok before.
Yeah.
Like any of this. So, like, now I'm trying to just like completely rethink of how to go about this.
What you do?
Because I know that there's nothing verbally that I can do. Like I'm going to have to physically do something.
I mean, you can verbally try what you want to do.
DM something.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can ask the DM. Is there a way to roll? Okay, so like Sebastian kind of pulled Falrock back and like said, "Don't
to do it."
Yeah, I could, but listen to me. I'm trying to think. I could choose not to do it, but I'm trying to think of in my character's mind. That's how I'm trying to play this right. yes, I know that Foul Rock shouldn't open the door, but Foul Rock is like very against authority type deal, you know? So when you pulled him back and were like, hey, don't go just barging in through the door, he was more or less like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Watch me.
I did let him
So
go
now,
after you did it.
well, I was going for it, and then you did your athletics or whatever check it was. We rolled check, and you won it first.
I just grabbed your shoulder after you opened it. I was like, "Do you have no concern for your life?"
All right, so we will use that check then as you stop him from opening this door. Trisha!
What up, Trisha?
You stop him just outside of the door before he opens it. His hand is about to touch the door. Camera,
Okay,
don't you do dumb shit.
Instead of right after he opens
It's
the door,
right before.
he
Yeah.
opens the door, I grab his shoulder. Okay.
And as you stop him, roll an Arcana check. Since you're now right next to the house.
Both of us, or just
Yeah. Specifically, you're next to the door.
That is a 28 for me.
7.
Okay.
Wait.
Balrock,
what's your
you
number?
don't notice this. Sebastian, you notice there is an arcane ward on this door. It's not locked, but it is like one of those, once it's passed through, it triggers. So you get the sense there is an arcane ward on this door that was nearly broken open.
Kid, you're a thief, right?
Me? Yes.
So, you're good with traps. You haven't had much experience with magic, have you?
Are you talking in game or out of game right now? Like, are you talking as Sebastian or Ginger?
I'm talking as Sebastian.
Okay.
That's why I called you kid.
I wasn't sure. I've dealt with wild magic a little bit in my earlier life, my young childhood. I've been on my own most of my life since then.
This door doesn't have a normal alarm. It's arcane.
Wild magics.
Maybe you.
That's what you've dealt with out there?
Maybe you are good for something.
We should find a different entrance. I don't have a way to dispel it.
Can I roll a perception? Is there like a decent way to get up to the roof and or like second story? It is like you said it was like a cabin that's like overgrown and stuff.
Yeah, it's like it seems like a circular building with like just a small built out doorway on it. Thatched roof.
So it's like a single floor building?
It looks like, yeah, it seems like a single floor building.
Okay.
Just from where you are, you haven't moved around it at all. You've just kind of sat there in the front.
Alright. Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Buddy Man. You go left, I'll go right. Meet you around back.
That's a better
Tremont?
idea.
You want to stick around here in the front?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll watch the door, and I'll just see if there's anything on it. Maybe a way in.
Yeah. Check it out. See if you can dispel whatever
'cause
magic.
last session I did discern that there was some form of divinity involved in the magic, so
Yeah.
Tremont could probably figure something out while we're looking on the building for another entrance. If we don't
Yeah.
find anything.
See what you guys figure out. So you guys go around, start moving around the building.
Yeah.
I'll do this kind of
Looking
in
for-
tandem from the aerial view. Looking from the top, as the two of you move around, you notice the building's
Do
about...
I still have my birds from last session?
Yeah, they're still there. So we'll say that's what's giving you this bird's eye view, so to speak, is they're up top kind of circling. You notice that there's about 4 foot of space around the house between where the house is and where the growth begins. And it's not all like planted growth. It's like new growth that's kind of just grown, and the forest is slowly reclaiming this area type deal. And as you move around, it's about 15 foot in diameter. So as you get to the back, it'll take you very long. You notice there is a small window in the back when you guys meet. A small rectangular window that just peers inside, and that's all you really see in the back. There's nothing else.
When you say small, how small are we talking?
I mean,
like big enough to climb through, or
it's like,
is
I mean,
Reekra gonna have to do Reekra things?
if you, it's not the size of, okay, it's about the size of a cereal box. That's the size of this window. It's not very big. So you could, so like a small person could fit through, but an animal could definitely fit through. And as you like,
So by small person, would Falrook be small enough?
I'm like 5'4", so I don't think so.
unless he's willing to bend and contort his shoulders in such a way that would squeeze him through there, which,
How's your acrobatics?
if this was Pathfinder, there's a
Really
contortionist feat for that. I'll let you guys choose that if you so wish. In a future move. I can sway through sideways. I dislocate my body.
Hey buddy, how about you send your birds through there first?
I had a bit of a different idea. Hold out your hand.
Yeah, okay.
So you're holding out
You
your
know,
hand?
No. I just tell me what you got.
I am going to wild shape into a rat, and as I do it, I'm going to jump at his shoulder. So I'm gonna make the jump
And try to
my human
land on the
form.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check, because you're trying to do this from Sebastian form and jump high enough up to make sure you can coast down as a rat.
Yeah,
That is a
and then
dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
That's a dirty 20. What could I roll to try and catch him?
You could roll. Oh,
Okay.
if you're trying to catch him, that gives him advantage. So you can roll again. We'll take the higher
That
number.
gives-
Yeah.
Like, not him, like, but as he's, like, turned
the
into
the 19.
So you're trying to like catch him as like you're trying to catch the rat. Yeah, that's what gives him advantage. Is you trying to catch the rat. So yeah, you see him jump and you kind of like duck your shoulder down, and as you do, Sebastian just doop, lands gently on your shoulder, and you have this little rat just. And behind its eyes, instead of the normal, you've seen rats in the wild. You've been around them before. Most of them have like the reddish eyes, or they look kind of like dead inside. You clearly see the eyes of your friend.
Which is funny enough because I have red eyes.
Yeah. You see the eyes of Sebastian, and it's not the rat eye, it's like his actual irises and his actual like transference to that point. And he's just on your shoulder. So what are you doing? Sebastian, what's your move? You guys are just looking at this window as this, doing this?
I'm looking at this rat on my shoulder. And I'm gonna be like, what makes you think you can get a free ride? Oh, alright. This could be fun for me. And I'm gonna pick him up by the tail.
Just dangling him over.
Yeah. be like, give me a wink if I can whip you in there.
I am not giving that wink. I'm going.
Oh, come on!
Like,
let me spin you around.
I need Constitution to hold my eyes open.
I won't make you do that. You're. I will say, based on your body language,
you're just
like,
gonna stare right at me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. I'll reach up and like to the window.
Like the window is like, you guys can both see from like where you guys were into it. You can put them up on the windowsill though, put them inside. It's like you can see into the hut. It's not super tall. You're just like you can see inside from where you are. You just haven't looked in yet. You just sat there in front of a window.
All right.
You put them on the windowsill.
Wait, I'm gonna put them on the windowsill, and I'll be like, "All right, buddy, do your thing." Right. And then, can I roll a perception since I can look in the window?
Yeah. As you put them in and you look inside, no perception check needed for this. It's pretty easy.
Or investigation?
You're just looking inside a window.
Okay.
As you look inside the window, it's pretty dark inside, but from the light coming through, you can see that it's just like there's a very old cooking pot in the middle of the room and a fire that's just been long dead. Like it's long cold, which you can gather. There's no smoke or anything. It looks like it's just been abandoned for some time. And it looks the same outside as inside.
Food at all?
Roll a perception to see if you can sense any food.
I get advantage on that.
Cool. This is going to be a hard check from being outside.
Because I'm a rat.
Not outside. He's on the windowsill.
You do indeed smell food inside of this hut. However, the scent's coming from a different spot. It's coming from below you?
Okay.
Okay.
So, how far is the drop from the windowsill to the floor?
Retcon that. It's not below you. It is... I'm looking at how I have this here. Directly to the back. Yeah, it's actually... You're looking in this way. To your right. It'd be to your right from this angle. So it's off to your right. Back the way you came inside. Like around where you were originally. Halfway around the building, roughly, is where you smell the food from. And from where you're looking in, It's like a 3-foot
just
drop.
like from this
It's like
window,
2.5,
so
3 foot.
3 foot?
It's not very. Yeah, it's not very big. There's like a small ledge
Okay, so
below you, probably that you can see.
No fall damage if I
No,
just
no
jump
fall
down.
damage. Do you attempt to go inside?
From where I'm standing, like leaning over it, do I see any traps, tripwires, anything of the sort?
And it just looks like a window. Nothing inside, just like in a window with an old house.
Okay, yeah, I want to hop in and start scuttling around inside of there.
Cool.
Staying in rat form, just inspecting around for traps and anything that
As you hop
seems
inside,
like it would.
you go to jump off of this windowsill and inside, and you are immediately repulsed back outside. Like you hit a brick wall.
Can I attempt to catch him?
Like he just like
Does he,
moves
like,
it. Like
fly
he
out
just
the
like
window?
no, he just like
So
it's
it's
like straight
I
like
hit a wall.
yeah,
not,
like
not
you hit
like
you like you can try again, but as you do, the same thing happens. You just hit a wall. Like this window's not real. And at that point, you hear Treymock is kind of holler at, I think I found something up here, guys. Come look. Come look.
I am going to.
I'm just gonna reach up and grab him by the rat tail. I don't think that worked, buddy. And I'm just gonna like hold him while by the tail
Well,
as I walk back up front. Go ahead.
I'm just going to like turn my head to him, give him a side eye about the way, like I've never felt so like disgraced in my life.
And as this happens and you move around to the front of the building,
I'm going to take, just of my own volition, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 points of psychic damage.
okay. And as you make it to the front, you just replaying this memory in your head of just him pulling you by your rat tail and you hitting a wall a couple times. Treymock is there in the front door and goes, you guys just didn't investigate the door? You got the magic of the door. And he goes and points to he's like, I want you to look. And he points down at the bottom of the door by the threshold and goes, look here. Then I want you to follow my finger. And he traces a path up and around, and you see a stone that's out of place that sticks out further than the rest. And he goes and pushes it. And he moves his finger around and finds another one and goes, and this one, and it's sticking out to the side. Like it's an obvious sticking out, and he just pushes it in and goes, now. There's one more, and he goes down to the bottom of the door, and there's one by the threshold near what looks like a plate. And he just pushes it in and goes, sometimes you just need to look at the door frames on these old houses. And he just like pushes the door open and says, now, kid, I need you to do something for me. Think before you just try to go into places. And he looks at the rat on your shoulder. Goes, and you're using your head, I like it. Not knowing you literally just banged your head against the wall in the back. And he's like, now, let's go inside. And he goes, do you want to go first? You want me to go first? I don't mind.
By all means.
And like, all right. I'm gonna roll. So I'm like, all right. Did you guys see anything back there?
Just a fake window. Rat boy here tried to go through. Wouldn't let him. I'm gonna finally like set him down on the ground.
And as the door swings open, before he looks in, he just kind of like
back to normal.
Before he steps inside, Tremok looks in and goes, and it's kind of dark in there, but did it look like that back there? And he will kind of stand aside and let the light enter the room for you guys to see inside.
I'm
where you are.
Shift back into Sebastian and use my dancing light cantrip.
Okay.
Which
is dim light in a 10-foot.
Yeah. 10-foot radius. And yeah, 10-foot radius, and I'm just gonna focus it right in the center of the room for now.
Okay. So as you send these lights in, the first thing you notice as they enter the room and you guys peer inside is nothing. They disappear through this door. Tremont goes, we might need to walk inside. I got a feeling this is from a card pool.
Mm-hmm.
This is a magic house, guys. It operates a lot differently than the ones in the city. You said it was a fake window out back? You said fake door window in the back?
Yeah.
Alright, fine. This is a real door. You have to walk inside.
Sebastian will walk in first.
Balrock, do you follow? If you don't, I will follow after him.
After you, Tremont. I'll take the bag.
And I will step in. And as you step in behind us...
Was the window directly in the back?
Yeah, it was like directly behind. And as you...
It would be on the left of us where I smelled the food.
Yes. I had to make sure I had directions right on my notes to make sure I gave you the right, because I wanted to lay out right when you walked inside the front door. So as you walk in the front door...
Because that's why I was like trying to think it through. Like I had to 180 from where we were. So I know from where we were. Fake window, fake visions.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to fake the smells.
No.
And there was food on our left.
Mm-hmm. And as the three of you enter through this doorway.
That was me actually saying that to everybody as Sebastian.
As Sebastian, as you're walking in?
Yeah.
Okay. And as you say this and walk in, you notice a few things. One, your dancing lights are in the middle of the room. They're dancing, however, around a spiral staircase that extends both above and below you. The second thing you'll notice is directly behind you, there is a doorway, and directly to your left, middle of the wall, is another doorway. There are big game trophies covered in cobwebs, very old furniture that's falling in on itself, caving, like broken apart. Some of it looks usable, but it's not great. And that's really
And
all
for
you
that
gather from here.
retcon that you did earlier, was that food smell actually below?
No, it was to the left of you still.
Or
It was still to the right of you from outside, so you smelled it going into the left here, yes. You can still smell it near that doorway. You have the sense that it's still that direction. That the door to your left might contain what you smell.
I don't get an up or down sense.
No, it's the same space you're on, just to the left now.
With Dancing Light, because it is just concentration and you can move it around at will, I'm just gonna move it over to the left side of the room.
And as it does, it kind of it illuminates the same thing. Like, the room is not but like 20 foot in diameter, so like the Dancing Lights illuminates most all of it in a pretty decent light, plus your dark vision helps you out.
Okay, yeah. It's a 10-foot radius, so that would be 20-foot diameter.
Yeah, so yeah, you're plenty of space near to see everything. And you can also kind of move them around a bit, so yeah. It's like you can move an orb around as you need to. So yeah, like the whole room is illuminated now. And it's just a regular wooden door on the left side of the room. There's a few like small tables near it, like end tables, coffee tables, and there is near the staircase like a few chairs, like just kind of sitting chairs and desks.
I would like to check that wooden door for traps.
Okay. And go ahead and roll a investigation check or perception, your choice.
Yes, sir.
One is higher than the other.
Oh my! Like for the DC?
Yeah. Investigation's lower than perception. However,
I'll investigate.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
Both of those hit. Both of those hit the DCs.
Feels right.
Yeah, so investigation feels right. You do see there is a tripwire at the bottom of the door, about ankle height, that just runs directly across. You do also kind of see where it wraps around, but you need to roll something else to disarm it. You need to check to see how to disarm it, otherwise it's a further check to disarm.
I would actually like to follow that tripwire and see what it connects to.
Okay. And with your 2 checks there, you're well enough over it that you follow it up, and as it goes, it curves around the door frame and goes up the side in the seam, barely visible, and then it kind of just curves and runs in, like into the door frame. And as you look around, you see it's about what would be shoulder to neck height on you. How tall are you?
I'm gonna actually have to check my notes.
Because actually, I'll say it's at about a 4-foot height level, so like it would hit most everything at that point in mid torso to neck area, depending on what size creature they are. A dwarf could get hit in the neck, a hobbit, or some things might miss it. Other things will definitely take it though. So, but you notice there is a
Do I
hole
see this trap because
as he's pointing it out to you?
I'll point it out to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as he points it out to you, see it. And there is just something in this hole. You don't know exactly, you can't see what it is. It's kind of dark in there. Unless you want to like get your face in front of basically a loaded barrel. That's your choice. I would not advise it. But you notice that it's got like something that's gonna, you think it might be something, and you notice directly across on the other door frame
Do
The
I
same.
see any like glint or anything off of my dancing lights? Like
You bring one
like
down
an
to
arrowhead?
as you bring one down to look in there. Like you hold it in front of you.
Like I'm not gonna put my face in
Yeah,
front of the
but like as you
door
bring
or
it down to like
anything.
see if you see anything in there, you do notice a slight glint inside, but it seems short. Like it doesn't like where it's at. It's either this arrow
So
is this thing
I
is
would
really
assume like a
far back
crossbow
in there,
bolt.
or it's a really small thing that's going to come out of this hole. You're not sure what it is. Because the glint is like to the back, but the hole's not that deep either.
While
It
he's looking
seems
in
based
this
on the
hole,
glint.
can I disarm it?
Falrock, could you do anything about this?
I give it
Oh,
a go.
Waja, no.
Crack my knuckles.
It's
Are you
about
gonna try
time
to?
you offered.
Yeah, what are you gonna try to do?
I have thieves' tools that can disarm a trap.
Okay.
DC 15.
Okay, that's the standard DC.
Does that mean I need to?
Let me
Okay.
give you, as you do this, I'll approach. Go, here. Before you do anything, just remember to think it through, and I'll put my hand on your shoulder and cast guidance. So you now have a 1d4 on your next check, and you want to roll a. And you said you're gonna roll a. I'm gonna snooze that ad for 5 minutes. You want to roll sleight of hand to disarm the trap.
Yep. Where's sleight of hand?
Right.
It is.
So because you're using thieves' tools, I will give you advantage on this check.
All right. Beautiful. 11 plus 7, so 18.
18.
Plus a D4, right? You said.
Yeah.
You don't have to use it now. You could hold on
The
to that
guidance?
guidance.
Yeah, you could hold on to it. I mean, I can cast it at will. It's a cantrip, so.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Yeah. Then I'm gonna use it just to make sure I got a 3 added on to that, so 21.
21. And that's
21.
with advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 and a 10.
As you try to disarm this trap, you're moving around it, and you find the spot where it pins in at, and you think you can pull out this little spot if you do it just right, and it'll make it to where it won't trigger the rest of the trap going above it. And you're pulling it, and you're pulling it, and you've almost got it out, and as you do, you breathe a sigh of relief a little bit too early, and your hand slips, and it triggers the trap. I need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw. As a gas springs out from this door frame, or pours out from this door frame.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Fuck. Come on, Pink.
I need to roll one.
That's 20.
Right there.
That's 20.
21.
Can I take my inspo?
Yes, take your inspo.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14. Okay. So I am actually the only one who fails this.
Damn.
And
Can I do a backflip?
no. Actually no. I'll let you choose. Since you rolled a nat 20, you can potentially push the both of us out of the way, which would push us out of the radius with your as you jump back.
Yeah.
So that way
I'll do
he
that.
already passed anyway, so that would make it to where I could get advantage on my check. Which, yeah, I would
That'll
still
work.
fail,
Yep,
but
I'll
I'm
push you
out of the
both in
way, so I'll
to help.
take half of this. So, as I'm pushed out of the radius,
Wait, do I also get advantage? Do I get a chance for a nat 20?
yeah. See if you get a nat 20. Did you get a nat 20?
Did you do it? Did you get a nat
Or
20?
did you get a nat 1?
That one?
Nat 1? Oh, thank God
Oh,
for
okay.
advantage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as
Well,
you breathe a
that
sigh
was
of
the
relief,
second roll, so...
and you notice there's a split second where you go, oh fuck, and you know you triggered this trap, and you jump back. And as you do, you push Treymock back behind you, as well as Sebastian, in your jump back, and the room is enveloped, or not the room, but the area around the door is enveloped in a 5-foot cube of fog. And anything caught inside this fog for the next minute will take a minus 1d4 on every check for the next hour. As just a poison
boy.
gas envelops the doorway there.
Alright. So I pushed both of them out of the way, right? So we're kind of like all in like a little pile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at both of them and be like,
Furniture behind the chair, the bench that was behind you kind of just like, as you guys push back into it, just kind of creaks and then just crashes to the floors. It just doesn't hold any weight and just bends. Imagine...
oh, hold on, I hear dogs barking.
The best way to put this is imagine Moria, Lord of the Rings. That kind of like furniture on the like that kind of like cobwebs and cracked up furniture, things like that. It's just very falling apart. And as you hit this, it just cracks and splatters to the floor. And I say we take our first break there. Since I'm gonna have snooze ads in a second anyway.
Before we go on break,
Elijah
how
says
much
no.
damage did Treymock take?
Because he got pushed out, but he still failed his check, I'm not going to make him take the con save, but he is going to take... I don't know why I rolled a d12 and not a d6. That was dumb of me. He's going to take 3 points of just bludgeoning damage as he hits the floor behind him. That was still a punishment for it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna use a spell slot.
No, don't use a spell slot. There's no reason to. But yeah, I say we do that and we take a break when he's out getting his pets. So, everybody, we will be back very soon. Don't go anywhere. And we're back.
We have returned.
All
With
right.
crackers.
So,
They're really good. And
the three of you have landed on your butts behind this, or out of range of this poison cloud in front of you that is slowly dissipating in the air and currently poses no threat to anyone here. Unless you guys get inside of it. But it's going to take, it looks like it's quickly dissipating, but it's up to you guys what you want to do. If you want to wait or move around, do something else. There is the door in the back of the room behind where you guys came in from. And there's also the staircase that leads up and down. So, because it is
also,
a spiral
just to confirm,
segment.
I lose my toolkits. I use tools from that, right?
No. You've only failed by 2 points. I'm not going to cause you to lose anything from that. If anything, what you'll do is, I don't normally make you count out ammo and things of the nature, but I'm making you count out rations and food supplies. So, we'll rule this right now at the table. Do you guys want to count lockpicks and things like that? Because if we do, we'll say you had a pack of 5, you've got 4. Now, just be a free thing that was in your kit. Because your kit comes with lockpicks, so we'll say you now have 4. You don't. That way, you still lose some from failing, but you just because you used it, it's not like you lose everything else. If you would.
So the thieves' tools count as my lockpicks.
We'll put a separate item. We'll put a separate item in for lockpicks.
Okay.
I will work on that in a minute. But you just have a stack. Every time you use one,
I'll have 4. Whatever.
Yeah, and then next time you use one, you'll have 3, and then 2. Then 1 you have to rebuy them every time, unless you break them or whatever. If you use more, you count them down.
Or make. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, similar to.
Anyway, I'm going
else.
to. Can I? I'm gonna scratch my head and be like, well, I'm gonna go see if there's another trap on that other door. Maybe that's where we're supposed to go. And I'm gonna like slowly walk over there and investigate for a trap over there. And I am gonna use investigation because it's higher than my perception.
Okay. Go ahead and make that roll.
16 plus 11, 27.
You notice that there is also a tripwire on this door. However, it is like knee height and much more visible. And with that check, you also notice that it goes to a point directly above the door. And as you look into it, you see like it's a larger hole for like a spear shaft almost. And you see like...
I want to do something stupid.
Okay.
Can I sniff the poison cloud? Like waft it? And try to like identify the nature of the cloud? Like...
I'm gonna do...
I'm too busy looking at a door and be advised.
Alright. It is...
So like, I
halfway
don't want to, like,
through.
stick my face in it, but like actually waft the cloud.
I will say right now it is 30 seconds through its duration. If you give it 2 initiative counts, you can safely smell it. So if you do 2 small things right here to prepare yourself for it, you can safely smell it and not take any of the effects, but still discern what it was. So otherwise, it's going to be a con check again. Because you didn't nat 20 it, you have to make another check.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna look back at the other 2, Treymock and Sebastian. What do you say, guy? You want me to do this one too? Or shall I say, try this one too?
And I'll walk over and look at it. You've got this one. Go ahead.
Alright. Step back first, though.
And
I don't want to have to work.
I'm going to walk over, put my hand on his shoulder. I believe in you. And I'm gonna be the one to cast guidance this time.
Okay. Because I was gonna do it as I left.
And be like,
and I'll just walk back 5 feet.
Feel the shiver of guidance, and I'm gonna be like, thanks. And like pick his finger up and drop his hand off me. And be like, oh yeah, you both owe me one for saving your lives. It wasn't for free. And then I'm gonna attempt to disarm the trap.
I want to retcon that guidance.
I'll be sure to let the goddess know.
I want to give him a wet willy for the guidance.
Okay, you do it.
Do I get advantage on this one, or just the one dice?
You get the 1d4 and no advantage. Well, no advantage because you didn't beat it by a huge amount, unless you want to use your inspiration die.
No, I'll keep that one. So, I mean, it's not a crit one. Alright, Ginger, should I use my hand spell? Because it's gonna be the same. I rolled the same number that I got last time, so if I mean...
What is that?
It's gonna be,
20...
11 plus 7, so...
11 plus 7?
11 plus 7, so 8. That's 18, and
18.
Then that's before I roll my d4.
Add your d4.
Okay, I'll add my d4. 19.
19. Similar
19.
to last time. It's not a crit failure.
God damn.
It's not a crit failure, don't worry. But as you're following this up and you find the linchpin again, you pull it out and you're a little shaken from last time. So you don't breathe the sigh of relief, but you do just move a little quicker to think that maybe that'll do the thing. And as you pull it out, a single spear shoots from the top of this door frame directly down into the base of the floor. Just and sits there. And it's about an inch shorter than the door frame up top. But as you, so it's not blocking the doorway, but it's definitely just in the door. And you get the sense that even though, yes, you failed, since you didn't fail too much, you are going to get disadvantage now on your next check for checking on traps, because your second failure in a row. So, as your failures get up, psychologically, you start taking more disadvantages.
Makes me happy he didn't give you a dex save for that.
Yeah.
Alright.
If it had been any further, it was only by, it was what, a 19? It was by 3. If it had been by 5, it'd have been a dex save. If it had been by 10, it'd have been an auto hit. Or a crit, it would have been a hit, just regular. A nat 1 would have been a crit hit. Auto. So you got lucky. I like to stage traps.
I look at the spear and like, can I percept if it's just a basic spear or if it's like decent for anything?
As you look at the spear, Tremok just looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, and goes, "Hey kid, sometimes a spear is just a spear. Sometimes it means something else. Go ahead and touch it.
Sometimes it almost takes your life."
Well, you see, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Well, can we open the door with the spear?
Yeah, if you...
Do we have...
Tremor goes, "Do you want me to touch the spear instead?" And he just
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
sniff
you
the
pull it
poison
out.
cloud while they're doing this.
Okay.
Put it
Tremont
behind our
grabs the
back just so we
spear,
don't see you
and
do it.
as he grabs the spear, Sebastian, you smell this poison cloud. Give me
I
a
just don't want it to dissipate
nature
before.
check.
That is a nat 20, my good friend, for 36.
Take your inspiration, and this is definitely a natural poison. You're not native
As a druid,
to
I might
these.
be able to, like...
You're not native to these lands, but some poisons cross continents because they're just so useful everywhere. This is actually not a poison in the normal sense. These are spores.
Mm.
And that's exactly what I was expecting.
Yes, these are darkwood spores. They, based on your nat 20 and your check, you know that not only would these have caused you guys to have issues for the next hour, if you guys didn't clean yourselves off, they would have began to grow inside of you and then slowly release spores to give you permanent disadvantage and slowly take over to spread further. So you were really close to becoming the next host for this potentially. But you know that once it's been trapped like this, if it doesn't cling to anything, it's fine.
Can I... look inside the hole that they were in and see if, like, the vial that they were in still contains any? Or, like, can I get the vial out?
I'll tell you what.
Now that it's been trapped?
Since you know what it is, and you know what you're looking at inside based on the glance earlier, if you can give me, and I'll go ahead and tell you, so you know what you're aiming for. DC 17 sleight of hand. You can retrieve this vial. Okay. If you get higher than that by, and I'll stage it out for you now, 2, 4, and 6. All right. So 17, 19, 21, 23, correct? The higher your check, the more likely it is not to only not be broken, but not be empty. If you get higher than 23, there's still a charge in here. It's not going to break on the way out. That's what you're trying to do, is basically pull out without breaking the rest, shaking the rest of it out.
Yeah.
So give me that check. See what you get.
Can I use guidance on myself?
Yeah.
Do you
Just
have
a quick
another
prayer.
use of it?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to use it a certain amount of times a day.
No, cantrips you can use. Just, it only matters in combat and in the round.
Gotcha.
Like
So,
positioning.
Yeah, Sebastian's gonna psych himself up, flap his cheeks like, you got this. And he's going
And
to
I'll give you.
reach in.
Go ahead.
You'll give me what?
I'm going to give you, because of that nat 20 on your check, I'm going to give you a +3. Because it's a static +3 or whatever you roll as well.
So that is a 15 plus that 3 plus another 3. So that would be 18, 21.
21. You.
Yeah.
Okay. You pull this vial out extremely carefully, knowing what's on the line if you pull it out or you break it or anything of the nature. And you get it out and you do shake some out as you come out, but not a whole lot. You have effectively pulled out a vial containing 3/4 of a gram of darkwood spores.
Is there a way to add that to my inventory, or
You have to do a custom item.
Notebook?
Yeah, just writing. I'll do a you have to do a custom item for later. But
Okay.
just
So I'll just write it down for now.
Alright, so Traymog pulled that spear out, right?
Yeah, the spear's in his hand. It's just like he's just like, it's just a wooden spear, kid. And then he just like, as he holds it, he just goes, "Now, do you want it? Or you want to leave it here?"
Well, I don't think I'm any good with spears.
I swear to fuck if you throw that at me, kid.
Well, actually, I was gonna give it to you.
Did you
What?
what'd you find over there? Did you get in that? Did you get in the door, or what'd you do?
That was a pretty bad trap that you set off over here. Have you ever seen these? And Sebastian holds up his vial of spores.
Can I
Be
do
a
a history check
It'd be a
on those?
history or nature, your choice. I'm gonna roll. I am
history
not
plus
from this
5.
plane originally. I'm rolling history, and that
I'm
is a
I'm rolling nature.
13. I don't. Actually, no.
9 plus 8. I got a 17.
I would not know. You would know. You would know roughly what you would know. It's like a. You would know them
I know
not
to stay
in
away
this.
from it.
Yeah, you know them not in this form. You know them in their natural form in the forest, in a much more diluted
Right.
form. They're not as like it's not bad. It's kind of effectively what it is if you take a small enough amount, like 5 to 10 spores, it can do like a hallucinogenic effect for the Fae. But anything more than that becomes toxic to anything. So like there's only a small percentage of creatures that can even ingest these safely, and even then they have to do it in such a small amount. So you know like what they are in the wild.
So,
Like you've seen like the plants, so you know like they don't, you know, to avoid them when they start to puff up.
right. So would me being like raised in like a Fey environment, would I have like partaked in that as a child?
Partaken.
Usually
Spores.
you are what, 80?
Is he getting
Usually
high?
that's an adult thing. Like usually that's like after you lose, because the thing is you can still
Okay.
dream and hit your and remember
Okay.
your ancestors. The people that take those things can't. So they want to try to see if they can
Fair
find
enough.
a way.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I definitely know what those are, but they're not supposed to be like so concentrated. That's not natural.
No, Tremok. These are called darkwood spores.
Wait,
They, 've-
aren't those like? They're not. 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 Those are still kind of rare even here. Like that much. That would take a long... That's not good.
That's what I was trying
It's
to
not
tell
good
you
at all.
guys.
Because roughly right now, with 3/4 of a
He could've
gram,
fucked us here.
you have effectively several thousand spores in your possession. Like
Right.
you would take like the smallest amount on a needle head and hope that wasn't gonna fucking be too much. Like,
Right. I advise you to be really careful with that, buddy, but we might need it later.
and
We could
let me
use it.
reiterate,
I know what I'm doing.
the effects on like also scale. So like if you do like too much, you're not gonna get like, you won't become a host unless you take a massive amount and fail a massive like hit. Otherwise, it's like if you do try to do the psychedelic effect, you'll just take the D4 for an hour because you'll be able to kind of get them, and you just do a couple con checks, you'll be able to get them out of your system. It's when you get hit in the face with them.
So what would happen if I just ingested this whole vial right now?
You
You
would
die.
no.
I want to become one with the mycelium.
Oh. Do you say this out loud?
No.
No, because I was gonna say, because if you don't, because if you want to know what I'm gonna tell you is this: you would take a D4 of damage or take D4 to all your checks permanently, because you're just ingesting straight from a vial. You're just snorting hyper concentrate. You take a D4 from all your checks permanently. You would have no. It would take a nat 20 or divine intervention to prevent you from taking and becoming a host, and it would take roughly 1d6 days before you were fully enveloped, a la the Annihilation, where they like turn into flower people. That's what you would become. You would become a new Darkwood spore creator. But you wouldn't be a full tree, you would just be a spawner.
And is this information that
With your check, you would know.
would know
Yeah.
about? Okay.
It's like, this is like this could quickly do some damage. And Treymock's like, keep that safe. Now, we need
I'm wondering,
not
are they
go blind from
creating
now on.
spawners? If they just have this guarding a door, are they creating spawners here?
This is the first room. I don't know. I have to keep looking.
It would. Treymock, are you familiar with a rhetorical question?
Yeah. But you're asking a very, very obviously important question like that, though, in the first room. I would just like to point that out again. We have not gone anywhere else. I don't see anything else here, but also the front door was still locked.
While these two
They
are talking.
have this level of concentrate in the entryway.
I'm opening the door. I'm opening the door that the spear was into while you two are arguing. There's nothing stopping me from doing so.
Okay.
I'm gonna stow the vial away.
As we're sitting there talking about this, we just hear as the door opens, and
good door noise.
I have been trying so hard. I'm an immerser very few things, and I'll do it on a fucking door, goddammit. I'm gonna try my best to. Oh, I know, I was taking the compliment. If I can do one thing, I'm gonna do a fucking door open. I can't do voices, I can do sounds. But as this door opens, the light from the dancing lights appears inside, and there's also light from a back window that shines in. And it looks like what appears to be an armory almost inside. There's like small weapon rack in the middle, a workbench, like a small like forging fire area in the corner off to the side. And it's like a few swords, some hunting bows. It looks like a hunting lodge effectively was here. Like it seems like based on the trophies out in the main, and what you see is like this is just like storage for like a hunter, with things to like maybe repair his gear as he needs or whatever for longer times out here.
Okay.
But it's mostly open, and there are some crates kind of along the walls as well.
I'll be like, whoa. Guys, get a look at this. And I'll just walk in, and can I investigate the racks to see if there's any non-basic weapons, any magical weapons of any sort?
Yeah, go ahead.
Specifically a bow. I want to look for a good bow.
And behind him.
Okay. So as you do
Just
this,
to give him a better view of everything.
And as you enter, you said you're approaching. You're looking for weaponry.
Yes, I want to look for bows in particular at the moment.
As you approach and look through these weapons, the first thing you notice is there aren't any real, like, the weapons are not, they don't seem magical, they also seem very old. However, you do find one that appears to be in far better condition than the rest. Like, while the rest, like, are coated in dust and, like, they appear like the wood's beginning to splinter with time and, like, just, like, kind of, like, decay, you know? And the strings are kind of fraying and rotting. This one is not. However, as you grab it and go to draw it, the string snaps. And you pick it up and it just, you give very little pressure and just ting. And as you do, out from the crate behind you pops up a star spawn mangler. And it will have advantage on its first attack against you, and that will start initiative. You do find a good weapon. String broke, however. But if you want to, in that second before this attack hits, if you want to roll a check on this weapon, like, because you pick it up as you before you draw the string, like, you get the sense that, I'll give it to you here, it's newer than the rest by a lot. What that means, you're not sure. It just seems a lot newer than the rest.
Okay, so like I picked this thing up and I notice it's newer. It's nice, and the string pops on me, and that's when I hear something behind me, and I notice it is a what?
The same thing you saw outside. It creeps up from behind the crates and jumps out at you. And it will take its attack. 7. Does a 23 hit. Which by 22.
Like, my armor class
Yeah.
is 18, so yes.
Yes, okay. You take, on the first, you take 6 points of slashing damage. And, oh, I should have done that at...
Okay.
Yeah, it did have advantage, it didn't need it. And you also take 4 points of psychic damage on this first hit. And then for the second hit, that is 9 plus 7 for 16. Does that hit?
16?
Yeah.
I want to
Misses.
say no because, like I said, yeah, it's 18 for the
Yep, nope,
AC.
misses. All right. His second attack just rends into your armor, and he hisses at you. And everybody gets to roll for initiative. His surprise round is done.
I was gonna say, can I yell to get them to like hurry up? Like, ah,
Like, we're right outside the
get
door.
the
Like, we
fuck
were
in
in
here.
the threshold as you walked in to do
Okay.
this effectively. So, like,
Okay, so you
because
pretty
he
much
sent his
watched
lights
this
in
thing
after you.
lunge
So,
at
like,
me.
we're like, yeah, we saw it happen. Like, we were still kind of at the doorway looking
Okay.
in as this just hit. So, everybody gets to roll.
Okay, roll initiative. That's just
Roll
1d20,
initiative.
right?
Yep. This one has a
15.
It's a 15 for you.
I do also need to say, I have to leave here in about 10 minutes. If you guys want to take your break, then and we can come back and finish combat when I get back from picking up my niece.
Yeah, when you leave, I have to get off. Like,
Yeah, it'd be bedtime for us. So
Okay.
if you want to
Okay.
end it here and then let's see, are you guys free tomorrow?
I mean, we can try and get through this. I mean, like I said, I got like 15 minutes if we want to try and get through it, like the first round of combat. See what
If we went through the
We
first
can do.
round and then we can pick up, if you guys are free tomorrow, we can pick up tomorrow. Hit a little earlier maybe.
I'll be here still. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
we
be
can still do the
still.
same
I'll
thing.
still be here, but
Yeah, we can just kind of pick up with you guys. We'll try to start in a little earlier. So yeah, we'll go through the first round here. Let's say, what was the 11 plus?
22. 19 plus 3.
I had a 5 plus 10, so 15.
Your initiative is plus 10?
Yeah.
Oh, you do have really high dex, that's right.
An 11 plus. You said you had a 20 what?
3.
23?
Or-
Alright. So,
It was 19 plus 3. No, 22. Sorry.
22. Alright. Falrock,
Defense
give
roll.
me a flat d20 roll and tell me what you get.
Nat 20.
You also got a nat 20.
Yeah.
Roll off. Another one. 17.
You don't believe it. I rolled a 17. I kid you not.
Let me see that shit. Let me see that shit. Fuck it. Alright, what's your dex? What's your dex?
24.
24? Oh, that's right. You guys are broken as fuck. Yeah, no, you will go first. Take a inspiration for that, and I will give the one I rolled not to the Starspawn Mangler, but to Sebastian. Unless you want me to give him advantage on something else later. And I will gladly give my enemies a fun little attack against you guys.
I already have inspiration.
Well, you can have
So take
up to
another one.
3 per sesh. And they do... Hey, do you have... Is that from last session?
No, I got the...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
he
they
had one this
do...
session.
So
We
the way
both
they
had.
work in my game is you get to use your inspiration on that session, and you get advantage on a roll or call for disadvantage on an NPC or whatever. If you don't use it, however, it does not carry over unless it's a one granted by me for a role play. Those carry over. The ones that don't carry, like the ones from Nat 20s, become a +1 to a roll in the next game. So you still get the benefit of your Nat 20, but it just becomes like you get a +1 to your next roll. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a carryover.
Yeah, my carryover
So
is
I
like,
have a +1 on something.
yeah, for his one attack roll of your choice, you can say, hey, I'm calling in my banked, and your banked is up to 5. So you can have 3 active in a game and up to 5 banked. So like if you just
I
don't
have
use it.
1 bank.
Yeah.
I didn't have any from the first section. I have 2 inspos this session so far.
Sweet.
All right, so who goes first?
Sebastian does.
You.
No, because that was just roll off between who was going to
Yeah, you
go
rolled-
first between me and the
Okay.
NPC. That was roll off because they both got a 15 and then both got Nat 20s and Nat 17s on their fucking die rolls. They just had to go for dex base to get that figured out.
So how far away am I?
You are okay. Where the doorway is, the screen is kind of just picturesque. So I don't really pay attention to it too much. But from the doorway,
Mhm.
let's see, Falrock is about 10 feet inside. So he's really 15 feet in.
So
You're
my
5.
real
You're at the
question is,
door. So you can see him
without
behind.
dashing, can I go in and hit him with a rapier?
You can move in with your regular movement. He's only like 20 feet from you.
Yeah.
You just walk in the door and you can see him off to like. You see Falrock holding this bowstring,
Underneath of
this
this
bow in his
beast.
hand, and this creature just bearing down on him. His other 4 arms just kind of holding in place. I was like, I could have rolled all of those. I didn't want to. It seemed wrong.
So yeah, I am going to hit him with Moon's Reflection.
Alrighty,
Or swing at him with Moon's Reflection.
let's see it. And based on what you can see, you do know this is the same creature from last time.
I am going to use an inspiration. Right, yeah.
Okay.
And you going over here. You've been nice to me. That was way worse. I'm going to use my other inspiration. Oh, I'm going to use Lucky.
Okay.
I'm going to use another Lucky.
Up only 1.
No, I have 3. I have the Lucky Feet.
Oh fuck yeah! I hate the fucking feet. Only 1 per turn. Fucking
I'm going to use another Lucky.
God, he's gonna fail all these rolls to try to hit this fucking creature.
I'm going to use another inspiration.
What do you mean?
What? How many have you rolled, and what have your numbers been? You've just been rolling fucking die and not telling me shit.
I have not rolled above a 15.
Well, you only need a 14 to hit. So, I will give you back.
Well, that last roll was a 14.
2 rolls prior were a 15. You have to ask.
So 1 lucky, 1 inspiration.
Yeah, you get a lucky inspo back. God damn. You hit with a 15. Roll damage.
I thought it was a rule with the feats that you can't the result before you use the feat or use
Well,
the
you still need to.
inspiration.
Well, if you tell me what you roll, I can tell you. Like, I will say, do you want to use? Like, I won't tell you I'll say, do you want to use something? I will give you the hint, yes or no. I won't be like, that's
But
your
yeah,
final.
like
But if you tell me what you roll,
before the last before the 15,
Mhm.
every single one was below a 10 with the +6 for the rapier.
Nice. That's fucking terrible. All right. So what's your damage?
The damage is 7.
As you just, are you doing anything else with your weapon? Because Moon's Reflection. Oh, you didn't miss. So yeah, you never mind.
So,
it was a hit. You're good. So yeah, as you do, you just stick this rapier into the side of the creature, and you see this blackish indigo-ish ichor just kind of seep out of the wound as you just pierce it and pull back. And it kind of just hisses and looks at you for a second, and then.
And I'm gonna try something that may be stupid, which this might count as like an improvised weapon, so I might like have to roll with disadvantage or something. Because you said it's 2 actions and a bonus, right?
Yes.
I'm going to try to stick a copper piece in it.
Okay.
Into the wound.
Okay. Roll an attack.
In Sebastian's experience.
Yeah. Roll an attack.
Like an unarmed strike?
Yeah. To try to just jam this copper piece into the wound.
Oh. Thank you, die. That's a 24.
Okay.
I've rolled really well at poking him with a copper piece.
As you jam this piece of copper into it, it takes 3 points of damage just from this thing being forced inside of it. It now just has a copper piece jammed into a wound, and it's just looking and glaring at you. Still poised over top of Falrock. Anything else for your turn? You still have a bonus, I believe.
And if you use a bonus, you do not get a reaction, correct?
That is incorrect. If you hold an action, like if you use your bonus action to hold an action, then you don't get a reaction because you're using your reaction to trigger it. You're basically preparing it on your turn and then releasing it as a reaction later. That's the only way you don't get it, at least in the way I rule it. It seems dumb otherwise, but like you lose both of them. But if there's nothing else your turn.
Well, just like the last fight.
Fancy shit.
Oh. Sebastian becomes a brown bear.
Okay.
This bear just stands in the middle of the room next to you. Falrock, it is your turn.
It is my turn. I'm like laying. Am I on the ground?
No, you're standing up still. You just have this bow in your hand.
Just right in front of this thing.
Yeah, and it's behind you. Like it came out of crates behind you and hit you in the back. So you have to basically just turn around. Drop of the bow is a free action. I'll say you drop it after the attack hits.
All right. Yeah, I'll drop it as a free action. And then would it be the bonus action or my main action to pull out my orc pick sticker?
I will say for the ruling on this, to drop the bow and pull, it will be your free action. Because you'll be like, on hit, you'll have dropped the weapon. Now it's your turn to go.
Okay.
Because you took a surprise hit. So yeah, now you just get to pull your pick stickers. Now you have a pick sticker in your hand.
Alright. I have to try and do this quick because I am supposed to be leaving right this minute.
Yeah. I was trying to kind of push us through. But we can always just stop it here if we need to and pick up on your turn later.
I'm just gonna go with, because it's got slashing damage, so I'm just gonna like try and slash with an upwards thrust into this thing's abdomen.
Okay.
My hit DC is a +6, so is that a D20 +6?
Yeah, D20 +6, yep.
Okay. Alright, I go with purple.
Perfect, right.
8.
Total?
That was the total, so I will use one of my inspos on that.
Okay.
That one's coming back up. We're gonna go back to the other. I'm gonna use my last. Can I use my last inspo? I rolled a nat 1. Or do you want to just leave the nat 1 and
what we're gonna do is I don't want
it.
you guys to burn your inspos all in one move. So going forward, only one can be used. And since it's an inspiration, it's not a lucky. You don't have to reuse it. It's like advantage. So you don't have a nat 1. You just have an 8. So as you swing this blade up, it just it hits the armor, or hits this creature, and as it does, it just kind of slides across it, and it just kind of glitters down and goes as it just does no damage to this creature. It just kind of bounces off.
Gotcha.
Chitin's a little too strong right there where you tried to hit. Still have another action.
Alright, well then we might as well come
And your
back
bonus.
tying back down for the one of the four shoulders this thing has, or 6 shoulders this thing
Yeah,
has.
because it's got like...
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and hook in and pull down. Let's roll it again. You're not getting rolled though. Pink.
Is an aimed attack like? Don't you have
11
a
plus 6,
specific
6,
rolling for that?
You are making an aimed attack, yes. You're aiming for a shoulder specifically. I'm going to ask you this now because if you are, you can take a -5 to that to make sure you hit that spot. Otherwise, it's going to be if you just do a regular attack, you're going to hit wherever. If you aim, it's a -5 because you're aiming specifically for a spot in combat.
Okay.
So if you're just trying to just swing
to
back,
the damage?
No, to the hit, to hit. So if you swing, so you need a 14 to hit. So with trying to make an aimed attack on the shoulder,
all right, no,
you need a
no
19.
Aimed attack, no aimed
No
attack.
Okay.
No
So you just need a regular attack. All right. That way it gives you the option to do the damages and stuff differently. Unless you have a class that has those mechanics built in, then it's different. You go off those, yeah.
All right. So yeah, I got a 17 with that.
17, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 1d4 plus 3. But it also, what does it say?
Are you that second damage
1d6
depends
plus
on
7 piercing.
Are you stabbing into it, or are you just slicing back down?
Slashing.
You're
yeah,
slashing?
I'll just slash. So
that's where the damage comes in. That's what the
I'll
difference
just do
is
the
there.
1d4 plus 3.
Yeah. Because if you were trying to stab into it, then I'd give you the extra.
4 damage.
4 damage?
4 damage.
as you just kind of carve back in on the upper end, just it just kind of chitters, and you see more of this black ichor just pour from the wound slightly, as it begins to bleed a little more, and it just glares, and it just takes one of its hands. Anything else for your turn? We're gonna call it there probably because it's about to be its turn.
Yeah, I have to leave like right now. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna end my turn there.
And it's gonna be attacking you, so I don't want you here for that to miss that. So yeah,
Right.
we will have to call it there for the night because both Ginger and I have to get up for work in the morning early, and I'm not sure how long it's gonna be for you to get back. But we will pick this up tomorrow if you guys are available.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I will try to be available. I'll definitely get a hold of you way beforehand to confirm.
If not, we'll try for Friday or something like that too. If we can do a longer session, it'd be great.
I finish work. Like, I have a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock tomorrow, so I am free after that doctor's appointment.
I get off at 3:30, so yeah.
I've got like 5 kids here and 4 dogs that I have to watch tomorrow, so like I can't really do anything earlier than like the 8:30 time. Because, like I said, I've got like 5 kids upstairs and 4 dogs that I have to watch.
Do you guys want to aim for Friday? Because Friday night, like, part of my...
I don't know, you figure it out. I have to go, though. I can't sit here and talk anymore.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, bud. We'll figure it out from here. We're good. We'll move into the Primogen chapter for this one. Yeah. Biorix.
Part of my restriction is not only my work schedule, I also have I live with my mother.
Yeah, you have the whole thing as well, yeah. So yeah, we will definitely figure that out. If we can do it tomorrow, that'd be great. If we can do it Friday, it's also fine. Because I haven't heard anything back on Tales of Rosario with KP and the guys.
Kingpin.
Yeah. You are not. You are none of them.
Also not.
No, they are not here. I just haven't turned them off of the screen. There we go. But yeah. No,
I just wanted to laugh about it for a second.
We will definitely work on that. Because if I don't hear anything back from them tomorrow for Tales of Rosaria, then I'm going to assume we're doing Saturday night. And we'll play tomorrow night. We'll play Friday. I don't mind doing early if possible.
If you guys are playing Friday, I'm perfectly happy playing Saturday.
Yeah, thing about Saturday is Saturday would be closed Saturday, so it would be a later night. It'd be like a 10:30 start.
Yeah, like I said, because it's a weekend.
You're not as very stressed about it, yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Like I said, with living...
Yeah, situations. I get it.
Yeah. And this wall right here is a shared wall. It's very thin.
Mm-hmm.
All sounds
I get
travel through.
Yeah, 100% understandable.
As loud as I've been talking through this session...
Might be too much, yeah.
Louder than I'm supposed to be at this hour.
Yeah, that's why I would like to do these earlier in the day. Like, I was hoping for a much earlier session, but it didn't work out this week.
Yeah,
because I would love to do an earlier session or a weekend session, even like a weekend day, like daytime session. I'm not opposed to. It doesn't have to be at night. Like if I'm off during the day and we have time, like Saturday won't work out because I go in at 1, so it'd have to be like really early. And I don't know how long we're gonna do if we do Friday night D&D. What's gonna take? So because they have to do theirs late, so we'll figure out how it all works out. But I'm gonna let you go there. I've got 3. Do you want to raid out?
As well as everybody in chat.
Hell yeah!
All of you have a good night. Do you have
Not
anybody specific you would like to raid out to?
Let's look and see real quick. Is there anybody? Not that. We'll just use this. Anybody we got in the group that's live by chance first before we go out further?
Because I was gonna say maybe Poseidon.
Are you live?
Yeah, he's playing
Let me-
Overwatch right now.
Go. Let me pull them up real quick. Yeah, there we go. I don't have a follow for him. That's why. Fix that. We'll go give them a. We'll give them out that one then. Hell yeah. Close that. All right, everybody. We're gonna raid over to Poseidon.
Why is mine saying invalid username? Is it because I tried to do it on OBS?
Who knows? But everybody in my chat, stay safe, stay kind, love one another. We're back with a much longer session, hopefully tomorrow or the next day. We'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.